Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're going to start with Ethereum on the daily here, where we are still looking for a possibility for a 1-2, knowing that of course it is a little bit yet of course hard to say that we have reached a wave 2, especially that the wave 2 is not looking perfect finished of course as an impulse there. Be careful, of course, in the all-time history, we have a W, a potential wave X finished here, and we're looking for a wave Y. In case, of course, the wave Y is short, then we are looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But we gotta be careful also from the possibility of being more bearish there, meaning 3 ways down and then 3 ways up, and then having an A, B, and a C expanding flat here. 3 ways down, again 3 ways up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. To finish a wave Y there was a deeper wave B or a wave 2, meaning of course wave 2 based on this impulse, of course taken from the all-time history here as a W, X, and a Y wave 2, and then pushing for higher, or wave B of course, which it might be a zigzag toward the upside, guys. So yeah, of course the possibility of being super bearish here is still there, okay, but we're still of course testing the area for a potential here 1, 2, and of course in double 1, 2 as a wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 in a wave 1, 2. This wave 2 right now is a question mark. Is it gonna push for higher? Is it gonna be invalidating the bearish scenario, or is it gonna continue to drop, of course, toward the downside? We'll see this, of course, on the micro level 2 hours chart, where we are still estimating here the situation after this drop down here, which is a potential wave A or a W, where you might have a wave A, of course, as a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 3 ways for a wave B here, and starting an impulse as a 1, 2, 3. Even the wave 3 is still doubtful that it can be finished. It can be, of course, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the question mark is, of course, if we are unfolding a wave 4 here for this magenta scenario, this wave 4, of course, can range towards the 1-to-1 fib level in an ABC, of course, 2,377. Unless, of course, we are impulsive here. We want to see, of course, a 1-2 rather than ABC, something like this, of course, hitting the target and the time. Don't forget the time is very essential. The wave 2 is long in time, so you are expecting a long wave 4 here to be unfolding as potential zigzag. It can be even something as a triangle, that it might take more time here before we drop down, okay? So key level to be taken into consideration here, breaking the 1-to-1, meaning if we break it and we push in a wave 3, that is very likely that the wave 3, of course, is an impulse there. And of course, taking the invalidation, meaning interfering with the zone 1, which is not allowed normally, meaning invalidation of bearish. And then, of course, we shift to bullish scenario here, unfolding for a new all-time high for Ethereum. In this case, of course, I would like to see a push toward the upside from this fib level. Currently on the 1 hour chart, if we zoom in, we have a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a finished wave A or a wave 1. Very complex structure unfolding over there. Now, it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished here, where you might have, of course, also a 1, 2, and then wave 3, and currently wave 4 and wave 5 might still be unfolding toward the downside. If this is the case scenario, that means, of course, this is an impulse, and we might simply drop down continuously, of course, in a wave 5 here, which it might be, of course, the large 1-2. Yeah, so we mentioned as a large 1-2 can be a finished wave 4 even there before the timing, but yeah, even it can be also a possibility of an extension, meaning 1, 2, 3 here. Wave 4 related to this wave 2, and then wave 5 towards the downside might be unfinished. So yeah, a lot of possibilities for bearish as well, and we gotta be careful. The pressure is still there, and we might still get it, okay? Very likely to get, of course, here a potential extension, wave 5, meaning wave 3 finished there, and this is your wave 4. And that means, of course, your wave 3 here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then 4 and a 5. Okay, so very likely scenario as well, so we gotta be careful with this one. But too early to call, because of course once we see continuation towards the downside, meaning the wave 4 here timing is related to this wave 2 and not this large wave 2, therefore yeah, we're gonna change of course the labels there. But currently we're gonna keep it as it is, since we didn't broke our testing area on the 15-minute chart. You still can be in an A, B, and a C kind of, or it can be even kind of like a WX and a Y here. WX in between and the wave Y zigzag. Yeah, so double zigzag with an X here in between as a bridge. And of course, we're looking for something as a wave C, very likely, because the WX and a Y mostly are in a wave B rather than in a wave 2. So if we look for higher here, wave C can be, of course, very likely to be unfolding at 1-to-1 fib level. We'll see the reaction. If broken, okay, we push for a wave 3 and potential bullish scenario. But so far, it is very, very far possibility. On the KGT for Ethereum, a lot of bearish pressure still there, of course, invalidation of bullish. No nice signal has been given here by KGT. Also, we still bearish in conversions as well. Yeah, so that is not looking good. So definitely we are still, of course, under pressure of selling, guys. Okay, so we gotta be careful. It might proceed, of course, for lower. That was it for Ethereum. Let's move to Solana, also on the daily. So Solana for the daily, we were expecting, of course, at least the $75 here. And here we are. We got it because we have several possibilities here in bullish even. In case we are bullish, 1, 2, and then we're looking for another wave 1, and then wave 2. Again, 3 waves toward the downside to push toward the upside. Again, minimum target was the 0.38, $73, $75 at least. Another possibility is a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfection of a wave 4 is exactly this area between 0.5 and 0.3, and here we are in 3 waves. We're still looking to finish it. Yeah, it looks unfinished anyway. Finally, you have the zigzag A and then zigzag wave B, which it can be even lower if it wants to. Wave B, yeah, it can do this, and then pushing for wave C towards the upside. So we gotta be careful, and we're still unfinished here in double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. That it might still be unfolding, of course, inside this blue box, and then pushing towards higher prices again. On the 2 hours chart for Solana, we are looking at those double 1, 2 in close up here. And of course, we have a wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 finished in the orange. Currently, we're looking for a wave 4 in the blue scenario, which it can be, of course, in this area where you might get, of course, in confluence here in 1-to-1 fib level. Of course, it needs to be adjusted here based on the new low that we got yesterday. So basically, if we take the 1-to-1 fib level taken from this area, well, $100 exactly. Yeah, we're still ranging above the testing area for a wave B or a wave 2 on the 1 hour chart here. But yeah, it can be, of course, a WX and a wave Y, but also very likely to be in several 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, meaning an impulse here. And that means can be, of course, continuation toward the downside already for a finished wave 4 there. Okay, so we gotta be careful with this one too. So we will see, of course, what's gonna happen. I mean, breaking this area, of course, that means, of course, something is going on as bearish again. Somehow we see a little bit of strength, of course, above our testing area. We start to see something pushing for higher a little bit, but we'll see if this is going to unfold something as a 1, 2, wave 3. I mean, you got here 5 ways up, yeah, and 3 ways down, and then you took the high. So kind of confirmation for something pushing for higher here. And it might be, of course, something impulsive. It might turn into 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we will see, of course, if this is a case scenario here, but I believe that this can be, of course, very likely a W, X, and a wave Y over there, finished for a wave 2 or a wave B, very likely wave B, much higher possibility, guys. Meaning, if a wave B, that means $100 can be, of course, claimed again by Solana for a correction, but yeah, we might drop down again, of course, later on to finish this correction. So we'll see if this is going to happen for Solana. Also on the KGT, wow, yeah, a lot of selling pressure again. invalidation of a bullish, much more bearish scenario here is given. So we still have a possibility to be in an ABC over there. Yeah, so this is very likely on 15-minute chart that this is an ABC, and then we drop down. Okay, we continue the drop toward the downside. We still have, of course, bearish signal there, and coming from a convergence from the top here. Unless the price will continue for higher and take the high here. Once taking the high, this might be a confirmation for higher. Okay, confirmation for higher, meaning on the KGT here it might turn to invalid. Okay, invalid, and that means, of course, we might be in something bullish, but I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it, guys. So we'll see. This is regarding Solana. Finally, we're gonna see SUI. For SUI as well on the all-time history. On the daily, we are looking at 3 waves toward the upside wave A, and of course followed by 3 waves wave B. Now SUI is drained, it is dried, it is already in the perfect area where you would like to see anyway, a deep wave B. Despite that, it can even take the 886 if it wants to on the logarithmic here, meaning $0.49, which is horrible, meaning A, B, and a C. Of course, it can be a regular flat. The regular flat can take the 886 if it wants to before pushing towards the upside again. And that means, of course, if you want to take the 886, that means, of course, an ABC here. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is never ending. It's an infinity. I don't know why, but yeah, this is what the crypto market this time wants to go infinity toward the downside. And of course, on the lower time frame, we are looking here at a 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5 should be finished normally. But yeah, if there is more extension to unfold here, it can be more extension as 1, 2, and then wave 3 here, and then 4 and a 5. Can be, of course, unfolding here something as ending diagonal. Yeah, to range for a long time, because the time also is required here for the crypto market to unfold until April, May, and then we might start to see something as a bull run. However, on the lower time frame, you can see here for SUI, we might have an A. However, it's a horrible impulse. It cannot be an impulse here. You have double 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is the 5? Where is the second for 5 even? So therefore, it is an A here. Cannot really consider it. It's a very, very low possibility for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna remove it even. It's unlogical to have it. So A, B, and a C very likely here, even to be in a regular flat. Let me check the last low even. Yeah, so maximum we might get, of course, this area here in a wave C, and that means, of course, extension here can be given by, of course, SUI. But let me see exactly which extension. It has to be the wave 4 in the yellow, in the blue count here. Yes, so the wave 4 might be there, then wave 3 here, and then of course wave 5 to unfold downward. Okay, so exactly this is what I'm looking for. So yeah, here you can be, of course, I'm gonna remove all of this. So you can be also in a potential wave 1, 2, and then of course 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for another 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, but currently I'm gonna consider this only just like that. Okay, just to simplify it. For SUI as well on the KGT, we have kind of like a double signal here for bullish, but yeah, it didn't show up so much strength. Honestly, it might be, of course, something zigzag. Obviously, this is also very choppy for wave 1, so very likely it is an A, and then B, and looking for wave C in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So a little bit higher prices here in a wave 5 for SUI, until we start the bearish. Yeah, so you have a pressure of bearish still coming from the top here despite the double signal. Yeah, because of course I'm a little bit upset from the altcoins, guys. It's too much. It has been a long time, of course, analyzing this. It's more than 1 year, yeah, and we're dropping and dropping, and it's a little bit, of course, it feels me a little bit annoyed by it. Every day, of course, within the same direction on the all-time history. So So we'll see, of course, what's gonna happen. A, B, and a C, of course, can be a possible scenario for $1 again to claim $1.13, but we'll see. I mean, there is already pressure from there, so very likely to drop again. Okay, was one more high, finishing the way C, and then dropping down, as we saw, of course, on the KGT. That was it for SUI, Ethereum, and Solana. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.